What's going on, guys? So I wanted to talk to you guys today about, how do you choose an exhaust system for your car? Some people, they choose it by, what other people have, or if you're less experienced, some people just kind of take a guess, hope and pray and things like that. But I wanted to give you some advice about what I did when choosing the exhaust system for my Genesis coupe. Definitely wasn't an easy choice, and I'm actually on my second Catback. And if you go back to one of my other videos, you'll hear why. But choosing the exhaust system for my car definitely wasn't an easy choice, especially considering the fact that here in Connecticut, or at least around my area, there's not too many people that have Genesis coupes and things like that. So of course what I did is probably what a lot of you have done, and that's go on YouTube and listen to exhaust systems. And what I found is, it does help to do that, but what usually happens is, and this happened to me too with my SRT4 when I had that car and did an exhaust system. What happens is you hear the sound and you're like, okay, that's the exhaust I want, and that's the exhaust I'm going to get from my car. It sounds great. It doesn't, make any rattling noises or anything like that. But then when you get it, and of course you put the Catback on, you find, wait, it doesn't sound exactly the way it sounded when I heard it on YouTube or wherever you heard it. And obviously I'm going to post some clips of what my Catback actually sounds like without one key missing part, and what it sounds like with that part. That part I'm talking about is the downpipe, especially for a turbocharged car. The downpipe is actually what really does bring out the sound of those exhausts. So when you're seeing those on YouTube or anything like that, if you look in the corner, or even on whatever website you're looking to get the exhaust from, it'll tell you, hey, this has a 3-inch downpipe and cat delete or test pipes. So it's all about trying to make sure you get all the information about the exhaust that you're looking at. The other thing that you want to look at is same thing with wheels or anything like that. Is how is this, for me at least, how is this exhaust going to look on my car? And with the Genesis coupe, it has the tips are actually a single tip, but it's a bigger tip. And what I have on my car right now with the CNT exhaust is it's a quad tip exhaust. I think for me that it looks better on the car, and that's something you have to take a look at. How and it's your personal preference. Don't let anybody say, oh, you have to put this one on here because this is how this looks, and this is the only thing that's going to work. Like I said, I prefer that. Did I say quad tip? I'm sorry. One, two. Yeah, quad tip. No, dual. Whatever. You'll see. But again, it's your preference. Same thing with the exhaust system. You don't have to, just because somebody has the most expensive exhaust on their car, doesn't mean that you have to run out and get the most expensive exhaust. It's all about your preferences, what it sounds like, what it may look like, what you can afford at the time. I have to say, like all of us, well, I won't say all of us, but I'm sure most of us have, bought, went to and bought the muffler and had it welded on. We thought, oh, okay, oh, that's it right there, that's the sound. You know, and then as we got along in the car game and things like that, we realized, oh, okay, well, you know, Catback, that, you know, okay, that sounds even better, because yes, a Catback does have a sound, obviously, and it does make the exhaust sound better. Then, you know, with me, I learned, oh wait, now add the downpipe, or in my case, in my Integra, when I had that car, you know, add the header setup. It's gonna give an even more unique sound when you would add the Catback with the header and things like that, or in my case now with my Genesis Coupe, the downpipe. So, you know, it's, again, you go along, you learn these things as you go along, and what you prefer and things like that. The other way to actually determine, you know, what type of exhaust would sound good for your car is go to car meets. You know, meet up with people that possibly have the same car and things like that. Talk to them. You know, I gotta say, like, pretty much anybody I've met at a car meet, you know, they've all been willing to talk about their car, what they have, and things like that. You do run into some people who, you know, oh, I don't want to show you, I don't want to tell you because it's a big secret. Well, you know what? Screw them. It's not that big of a deal. That particular exhaust system or part on their car is not exclusive to them. They make thousands of those parts. So, you know, don't ever worry about copying off of somebody else. That's the best compliment. If they have something that you like, and you can afford that particular exhaust or whatever it is you're looking for, go for it. Don't worry about it. So, you know, hopefully this has helped. Don't worry, this isn't the end of the video. Tomorrow I'm actually going to put my new exhaust, it's a pseudo exhaust Catback, on my car, along with my ISR downpipe that I already had, which was on my CNT exhaust. You know, and well, like I said, I did the same thing. I went on YouTube, you know, listened to the exhaust. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a pretty good exhaust. And fortunately, obviously, I already had the downpipe, so we'll see how it really sounds. Because I think this particular exhaust, the car that I heard it on, it did have a test pipe, but the test pipe was, I think it was about 2.75 inches, and our downpipe was 2.75 inches, and my downpipe and the O2 housing are 3 inches, and it'll be 3 inches all the way back to the axle, versus with the CNT exhaust splitting somewhere in the middle and to 2 smaller pipes all the way back. So we'll see how that sounds. Definitely take you through, I live in Connecticut, so I'll take you through the tunnel we have. It's probably about a quarter of a mile, and it sounds, every car with an exhaust going through that tunnel sounds sick. If you take a look at, I think it was the Stradman, this dude up here in Connecticut has a black Lamborghini Gallardo, gold rims. They went through that tunnel, and that car sounded dirty. It was sick. So, you know, I'll take you guys through that tunnel, and, you know, we'll see. So, until tomorrow, I'm not even going to end the video, so it's not until tomorrow. But another video you should look at is, it was TJ Hunt, his GTR. He just put the downpipes on, maybe like last week, I think it was, or earlier this week. The downpipes after he had done the exhaust a couple of weeks ago. Go ahead, listen to what it sounded like before with just the exhaust, and listen to what it sounds like after. Again, another car that just, you'll hear a difference and see why, you definitely want to, at some point, add a downpipe and things like that. And again, whatever your preference is, go for it. Nothing's stopping you. So we will work on the exhaust tomorrow.